So Tesla is on a downtrend right now, but so is most of the market. If you look at the Nasdaq and you look at the S&P 500 and many other growth stocks, they're all downtrending. And that's market uncertainty. The market doesn't like uncertainty. And after the FOMC meeting, we know that there's another interest hike coming. So today we're talking about if you should hold your Tesla position for a lifetime. Can Elon Musk steer the company towards victory? Today we explore why Tesla is still one of the best companies to bet on. The biggest worries investors have is rivals, the competition. How is Tesla planning to stay out of the pack? So welcome back to my channel where I give you the latest Tesla news. Now, Tesla's future looks brighter than ever. Tesla is used to high volume. But on Wednesday, August 16th, there was something else. Now, Tesla nearly doubled its trading frenzy, capturing a mind-blowing 10% of all options volume. Now, the excitement is amazing. September 400 calls are trading like crazy. Now, those calls refer to a specific type of options related to Tesla. Investors can buy or sell options, which are contracts that give them the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a security at a predetermined price, known as the strike price, on or before the expiration date. This is a bet for Tesla stock to rise above $400 by the time the options contract expires in September. If the stock price increases in September, the investor can sell the contract for a profit. And this particular option contract is indicating that Tesla shares should be in a reversal increasing in value. So, however, of course, if the share price of Tesla falls by the set date in September, the investors could lose their investment. As long-term Tesla investor, we are in for the long haul. So possibly even dreaming about retiring on Tesla stock, which many have been doing in the past. If you have watched the Tesla Investor Day, then when Elon talked about the economy in these next 12 months being hard. However, he mentioned that long-term investors will be coming out fine.
This is going to be a challenging 12 months. I want to be sort of realistic about it. That Tesla is not immune to the global economic environment. I expect things to be just at a macroeconomic level difficult for at least the next 12 months. Tesla will get through it and we'll do well, and I think we'll see a lot of companies actually go bankrupt. So I want to make sure that this is not just the good news parade. It's important to understand that no company is immune to the macroeconomic environment. But that said, it won't be darkness forever. I expect probably a year of difficulty globally for everyone. And then my best guess is that the global economy turns around in roughly 12 months. And then Tesla will be in an extremely good position. So anyone who is a long-term investor, I think, will do extremely well.
So Elon is working on dominating the addressable market by lowering prices to increase sales volume. This, as I talked about many times previously, will cut profit margins, but Tesla is one of the companies that can still achieve profit, just not as much. Now, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Tesla is setting new benchmarks, redefining what's possible and shattering all expectations. And let's not forget Tesla Supercharging Network. Tesla created a global network of speedy and reliable charging stations. While so-called competitors are trying to catch up, Tesla is solidifying its position as one of the only EV producers that is truly untouchable.
Well, as far as the sailing ahead, I think that the topic of self-driving basically has three pieces to it. One is the problem. Humans are bad drivers, and disappointing to report 40,000 plus people lose their lives in auto accidents. Second is the tech. We're not there yet. Elon thinks we're there about the end of the year, which means we're probably a few years away. And then there's the political piece of the topic, and that's what that's the pressure point today. And this political piece is ripe for amplification because as politicians, many of them are content creators, and they want to build a narrative around their views that get people to move into action. And self-driving cars are one of those polarizing topics. And I think ultimately is that this political piece today doesn't really change the outcome of what's going to happen with autonomous driving. In the end, autonomous driving is going to be here, and I think that we're all going to be very happy for that 5-10 years down the road. And if you think about companies that are going to benefiting from it, I think the two are most clear. Tesla, front and center. Elon said on their last earnings call that he expects a 30x times increase the amount of miles training their FSD within the next 12 months. And then you have Google with Waymo that doesn't get a lot of attention. So Kelly, it's a function of time, and it's Tesla and Google are the two companies.
I don't believe Tesla to be years out of full self-driving technology and robo-taxis. The recent vote to let driverless taxis in San Francisco, California be deployed fully could make a difference in how fast Tesla will release their own technology. I believe these taxis like Waymo and Cruise look a bit primitive. Don't judge me for saying this, please, please, please. But I think once Tesla enters this market, it'll be game over for the competitors. In the last few months, some analysts and stock experts have shared their expectations on the performance for the company that has outperformed several predictions. Now, Tesla has a bright future considering too many actions by the EV company to boost its stock price. Tesla will reach even higher and bigger milestones than expected. Tesla stock price has been on a downtrend lately, and some investors might have even sold their shares. This past week, Tesla shares, including the rest of the market, has been plummeting because of overall weakness coming with the latest FOMC meeting. And remember, Ron Barron last year revealed some crazy long-term predictions for Tesla. Ron Barron is the CEO of Barron Capital Management and has disclosed his company has made 20 times returns on its $380 million investment in Tesla. According to Ron Barron, Capital Management has been investing in Tesla since 2014. He has made about $6 billion in profit.
We got to remember that 2014, when we were buying our stock, about 1,000,006 shares. At an average price of $219. And as you know, since I've been on the show several times since, the stock went between 350 and 180 and 250, so it's all over. And that period of time was when this company wasn't profitable, was expanding rapidly, it was being criticized by short sellers. It was very difficult for them to get started because dealers would try to prevent them from selling cars in individual states. But now things have all come together. And but in the period of time since 2014, the stock price didn't change very much through last summer. So through last summer, our $219 stock was $230, $240. So we made 10%, 20%, 30%. At the same period of time, the company's business, we focus on business, not stock prices. The company's business had grown from $2.8 billion of annual revenues to $25 billion of annual revenues, eightfold. So the company's up eightfold, stock's up 20%, 10%. Now what's happening, this is just catch up. Now this year, Tesla is going to do somewhere around $32 billion of revenues. And I guess that they're going to do $100 billion of revenues within 4 years. And I think they have potential for $1 trillion of revenues within 10 years. So basically, you're looking at the very start of what's going to happen with Tesla. This could be one of the largest companies in the whole world.
$1 trillion in revenue in 10 years?
That's assuming you do 10 million cars. There's 90 million cars or 95 million cars that are sold, yes. And that's without the battery business. So I'm thinking that we're thinking $750 billion to $1 trillion of revenues just on the car business. Elon says that the battery business is going to be as big as the car business. In addition to that, when I'm thinking about 10 million cars a year, the last conversation he had, he said it was 20 million cars is what he thinks he can do. And so what we're talking about is a business that right now, demand is overwhelming for the product that they're selling. And they're constrained as far as making as many cars as they could sell because they don't have enough batteries.
Barron's positive expectations for Tesla is believed that the stock expert not only sees Tesla as a high-ranking EV company, but one with positive potential to dominate the EV industry and then rake in huge returns for its investors. Tesla is already one of the world's most valuable company, and with more years and continuous growth, it might actually reach incredible highs. The company is also diversified into several other businesses like solar products, energy storage, batteries, AI, and lithium mining. While Tesla is lowering prices, as it did again just recently in China by lowering prices at the Model Y and the Model 3, it is working to expand and focusing on growth. And while Cathie Wood sold more Tesla shares, but when you look at her holdings, Tesla is still placed top 10 with 10 and 11% of her investment. Also, additional revenue is coming for Tesla fast chargers. Companies like Ford, GM, Rivian, Polestar, Mercedes-Benz, and now Fisker is joining Tesla's fast charging network. Also, this week, Tesla has launched a cheaper, lower range version of the Model S and X that have reduced lower range in miles per charge. Will Tesla possibly have lower range vehicles, let's say the Model Y and Model 3? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Tesla is constantly working on improving, but also with the current economic environment. On Wednesday, the news said that Tesla is gearing up to launch FSD in China despite regulations. Now, so far, it is FSD beta. I know we're just anticipating a full self-driving. Also, just recently, Tesla has acquired a wireless charging company based in Germany, which could have major implications for the future of EV charging. Wiferion, based in Freiburg, Germany, will enable for EVs to charge without getting out of the cars. No plugins, similar as you have been charging your iPhone. To me, Tesla is an amazing company by thinking about the future and taking the next step, constantly innovating. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you.